Some of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7 o'clock. We are ready to start our meeting. Thank you so much. Great to see everybody here tonight. This is Monday, January 7th, 2025. This, which you are experiencing right now, is the organizational board meeting because there was an election. This is the part where we elect new officers, new president and vice president for the Oakwood Board of Education. Ms. Sauber, could you please take the roll?
Ms. Kawhi.
Here.
Dr. Middleton. Mr. Ryder Garcia.
Here.
Mr. Wilson.
Here. And Ms. Sauber, would you please administer the oath of office?
I will do that. So we need.
We have. Is anyone's kids here?
Yes.
Yes.
We got
two sets.
Oh, okay. We got both sets. Excellent. So what we'll do is we'll administer it one at a time, and I will happily go first, and that'll give time for you all to organize the families. Yeah. Hey, someone want to take a picture?
Where do you want to stand?
Just, it's the last time.
Where do you want to
Okay.
stand?
Yeah, right here is fine. Actually, yeah. Good, yeah.
Wendy to the rescue.
Yes. I will raise my hand. Yes.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the State of Ohio and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as a member of the Board of Education of the Oakwood City School District, Montgomery County, Ohio, to the best of your ability and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified?
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the State of Ohio and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as a member of the Board of Education of the Oakwood City School District, Montgomery County, Ohio, to the best of your ability and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified?
I do.
Congratulations.
Sorry, guys. They're like, oh, because I have to stand up here.
Yep.
Sure.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the State of Ohio and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as a member of the Board of Education of the Oakwood City School District, Montgomery County, Ohio, to the best of your ability and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified?
I do.
Congratulations.
All right, next up is item 2A. Can I get a motion, please, to adopt the organizational meeting agenda?
So moved. Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. Kawhi.
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye. Next up is item number 3A. It is election of board president. Can I get a nomination, please, for board president?
I'd like to nominate Dr. Laura Middleton.
Are there any other nominations?
I second that nomination.
All right, seeing as there are no other nominations and we have a first and a second nomination, Ms. Sauber, could you please call the roll?
Mr. Ryder Garcia.
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi.
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Mr. Wilson.
Aye. Dr. Middleton, congratulations.
Serving as a president for the last, how many years now?
3 years.
Oh, my goodness.
My pleasure.
Wow, thank you. Okay, well, I guess it's, I take over now.
Why don't you grab a microphone?
Oh.
Yeah, and then
ah.
turn on. Make sure you turn it on.
Yep.
All right, so now we are going to ask for nominations for the board vice president.
I'd like to nominate Lauren Kawhi for vice president.
I'll second that.
Can we get roll call?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay. Congratulations. Oh, I guess I do that. Congratulations. Okay, next up is item C. Can I get a motion to adopt the 2026 board meeting calendar?
So moved.
Second.
Can you call the roll, please?
Yep. Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, up next is item D, the board meeting notification list. The recommendation is made to approve the following agenda and meeting notifications for special and regular meetings, as well as to the approved list of persons or agencies and those requesting notification. This notification will include the time, place, date, and agenda of the meeting. Ms. Sauber, can I?
We need a motion.
Oh, can I get a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber, can you call the roll?
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, next up is item E. The recommendation is made to grant authorization to the superintendent and treasurer to utilize the services of the law firms of Frost, Brown, Todd, Rickard, Graydon, LLP, Columbus, Ohio, and Ratzel and Andres for legal assistance and counseling in 2026. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber, can you call the roll?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Up next is the recommendation to recognize Oakwood Teachers Association as the bargaining unit for the teachers during 2026. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Next up is the recommendation to the Oakwood Board of Education to participate in the Ohio School Board Association during 2026. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, up next is the recommendation to adopt the resolution to join the Ohio School Board Association, OSBA, Legal Assistance Fund for the calendar year 2026. The resolution is provided. So whereas the Oakwood Board of Education wishes to support the efforts of other boards of education to obtain favorable judicial decisions, and whereas the Oakwood School Boards Association Legal Assistance Fund has been established for this purpose, therefore, the board hereby resolves to participate in the OSBA LAF for the calendar year 2026 and authorizes the treasurer to pay the LAF $250. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second. Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, up next is the recommendation to appoint the treasurer or treasurer's designee as the board's public records trainee designee for 2026. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second. Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Dr. Middleton,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia.
Aye.
Okay, and finally, the recommendation is made to appoint school board members as delegate and alternate to the Ohio School Board Association's annual conference. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Who would you like to be the delegate and who is the alternate?
Lauren, well, so Lauren wanted to be the alternate and Nathan is going to be the delegate.
I'm good with that.
Is that, yeah, is that good? Yeah.
Is that good?
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, up next is authorization of the treasurer.
Great, thank you. So my items for the organizational meeting for tonight, item A, 4A is informational only. Just to state for the record and to have in our minutes that the Records Commission met prior to this meeting. The Records Commission is made up of the treasurer, the superintendent, and the board president, and we meet once a year to talk about public records requests and record retention policies and things that we have in place. And so we meet once a year at a minimum to fulfill that requirement. So that meeting happened this evening. Next, then on the agenda, if you would like to take items 4B through 4F in one motion, I'll go through each one of those. Item 4B is a requirement that the board authorize me to request advances on our taxes. This is just so that we don't have to wait until April, either late March or April, to receive our tax revenue. We get it as the auditor collects it. And so it's better for us to have it in our bank account than to leave it sit with the county auditor. Item C is an authorization to allow me to do advances and transfers throughout the year as necessary. Item D is for me to, an authorization for me to invest the funds of the district into appropriate instruments according to the Ohio Revised Code. E is just an authorization to pay all of our expenses, including payroll and everything within the appropriation limits that you set each fiscal year. And item F is just for an authorization for me to enter into a credit card purchasing card agreement. And we do have that currently, but it will allow that continuation for us to utilize that.
Okay, great. Can I get a motion to approve items 4B through 4F?
So moved.
Ms. Sauer?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Okay, up next, we have the superintendent authorizations.
Yes, for 5A, it's, the following appointments are made. There are certain policies, procedures, state compliance that we have to have an administrator's position, the title associated with it. Sometimes it has to go on the website. Sometimes it has to actually go in the board policy. We just have to make sure that somebody is identified. So our anti-harassment compliant coordinator, we need to have 2 of them. It's our assistant superintendent and our business manager. Compliance officer, EMAD coordinator and liaison for homeless children is assistant superintendent. The OSHA safety director is our business manager. The prevailing wage coordinator is our treasurer. And the toxic hazard preparedness officer is our business manager. So just for your awareness for that. The next is, it's just informational. We won't make a board motion on that, but we do have some superintendent liaisons that serve on various committees and groups. And so I'll just kind of run through and see who would like to serve. We'll take the first one, board policy.
I would volunteer to serve on policy committee.
Athletic boosters. I'll take athletic boosters. Okay. Fine arts boosters. I'll take fine arts as well. Okay. PTO
I'll do PTO.
and tech plan committee.
Debbie DiLorenzo would like to do that,
Okay. And we also have the alumni and then Oakwood Schools Foundation.
and she would also like to do that.
Okay.
All right, great. And so that takes us to the end of the organizational meeting. So I need to get a motion to adjourn the organizational board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Sauer?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Okay, welcome back. So it is January 7th, 2026, Wednesday, and this is the Oakwood Board of Education regular meeting. So can I, this is a call to order, so Sauber, can you do the roll call?
Yes. Ms. Kawhi,
Here.
Mr. Ryder Garcia, Mr. Wilson,
Here.
Dr. Middleton.
Here. Okay, and can you
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. And can I get a motion to adopt the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Ryder Garcia, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Okay, and can I get a motion to approve the Oakland Board of Education work session and regular meeting minutes of December 8th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Albert?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia, Ms. Kawhi, Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, and this brings us to item 2, reports and public comments. Turn it over to Dr. Gupta.
All right, for the superintendent report. Yep. So much to share. I wrote a blog actually and posted that earlier this week as we were coming back from for the new semester and the second half of the year. And we've got our 3 vision statements: high quality learning, safe, secure, and welcoming environment, and then effective and transparent operations. And just to think about after, when you think only about 3 months or 4 months of school having passed, can that many things happen in a short amount of time? And the answer is yes. We have amazing staff, and you're going to get to hear that a little bit in the curriculum showcase a little bit later. But I'm going to tout on our staff and our students for a little bit. So when we talk about high quality learning, STEM recognition, I want to share. So we've got some of these STEM champions that the board you had allowed us to have one representative from each building, and they've done some phenomenal work. Well, I went ahead and wrote an application for them for a national award. I didn't want to tell them because if they didn't get it, then there wouldn't be any sadness for them. And they became a national finalist. There were 3 across the United States that became finalists. One was the actual winner. But we were very happy about that and proud of that work. So led by our curriculum director, Jenna Hill, and the dedication of our STEM champions, we were recognized with our collective efforts. They spotlighted the work that we have with Jason Learning. They talked about our K-12 STEM ecosystem supported by our STEM labs. They calculated 300 community members. That was part of the audit that they conducted. They were astounded that we had 300 community volunteers that were supporting in different ways across the district with hands-on activities, learning activities like augmented reality, coding, robotics, and 3D printing that help our students to get that curiosity, creativity, and real-world problem solving. The next one is our Portrait of a Learner. We've had a core team meet for the past 3 meetings over the past couple months. We did a number of surveys. We just closed a survey last Friday to gather some more feedback about that. We're in the final stages. We have a cabinet meeting tomorrow. They're going to get a chance to give some more feedback as we kind of round out that by the end of this month, we'll have that last meeting with them, and then we'll unveil this at our State of the Schools at our March board meeting. We look at that being our North Star. That is what we want our mindsets and dispositions of our students when they think about school, career, and life that's just beyond test scores. And so we're really excited to unveil that when the time comes. The third one also, it goes back to Jenna Hill, this time in cooperation with our tech director, Matt Sproat, Artificial Intelligence Committee. So what are we doing with AI that's out there? And we talked about before we can start explaining and sharing that with our students, we have to first understand it as adults first. And so we've had a committed committee that has been really studying that. We're partnering with Forward Edge. We've been partnering with them for a number of years with all of our technology. But we found a phenomenal facilitator that's been working with that group and helping to examine Google's latest innovations, trying to figure out how it can help with teacher management, how it can help with classroom learning. They're going to look at things like developing what is our vision for artificial intelligence with our staff, for our students. So I don't have timelines and deadlines on that sort of thing. They're gonna work on that, and I'm sure at some point they'll come back and share some updates when that time comes. But right now, we want to make sure that it is slow in the sense of really trying to understand it deeply, understand that it is today's reality, and we can't just kind of be under a rock and push it aside. We want to be thoughtful and use it properly. So we also have the same concerns and hesitations that it doesn't take us away from the learning of what's important, but also how do we use it in that world. I look at it as the same as a graphing calculator, that we kind of have gone through some of those technologies before. We've got to think through this in that same realm. For school safe, secure, and welcoming environment. There's been a great job. Actually, I've got our principal here from Harmon Elementary School, Mrs. Patterson. And similar to what was done at Smith Elementary School, Harmon Elementary went through some traffic pattern changes around the school zones and just making sure that we're trying to do what we can to keep our kids safe. So using, again, the crosswalks, everything is happening well. We just want to make sure we continue to add layers of protection that come along with that. So we just appreciate the work of our parents following those new directions. From effective and transparent operations, that looks at our finances, our facilities, and our communications. I want to give, I guess, my first public applause to our treasurer, Laura Sauber. We've got our assistant treasurer, Laura Connor, in the back. That because of a site visit with Moody's ratings, we just went upgraded in our district's credit rating from a AA2 to a AA1, and that places us at the top tier of school districts in the state of Ohio. It shows the fiscal responsibility that you, as the board, have, that our community entrusts with us, and the responsible, things that we go through to make sure that happens. And so it is a feather in our cap. It's going to help us to be more responsible in how we pursue the master facility plan and how we just take care of finances in general. So just again, it was something that I think was a little unexpected. It's something you hope for and you work hard to do, but it also says a lot about the district and the leadership. The next one is about our athletics website. So similar to our district website that we overhauled last year. The athletics, led by Tyler Rodas, our athletic director, did an overhaul to our athletics website. If you haven't looked at it yet, I encourage you to do so. It's updated, it's fresh. There's some amazing pictures that when you get on there with some information with the calendars and ticketing, spiritware, and then the Hall of Fame information. I understand that they're already preparing for the Hall of Fame already for the fall. The next one is, I guess, something really special. It's Board Appreciation Month. So I want to share that just appreciate all of you. We just talked about the organizational meeting, and three of you ran again to be part of this. And that says a lot about your dedication, your vision, your hard work. It says a lot about this community that has entrusted for your leadership, and I appreciate that. The Ohio School Boards Association has a theme this year, and they talk about the idea about scaling new heights. And so I went ahead and got certificates for each of you. We'll pass those out at the end, and I'll make sure you get those. But just truly appreciate, it's not for the faint of heart to be a school board member. I appreciate how you challenge me with questions about how you are always reading, taking phone calls. I know that parents reach out to you. I know that there's concerns that you share with me, and we take those things very seriously. And your leadership is much appreciated. So thank you. Can we give them a round of applause? All right. Last but not least, if you haven't seen it yet, this did hit my mailbox today, but this is our quality profile. Wendy Barhorst. I'm touting everybody today, which is amazing, right? Wendy Barhorst is the culprit behind this amazing work. She's only been with us for less than 6 months. It's been about 6 months, and in that short amount of time was able to put something like this together. And I think what I've appreciated, I think more so than what I've seen other districts do, this is not new for only Oakwood, was usually it's just kind of like highlights, numbers, and snapshots. You'll see that on here, but you're also going to see stories. And I think that the stories capture that along with these graphic pictures, and they're vibrant. And I really, this will be something that we keep for the year to help explain and share our story to our community, also to prospective community members that come and visit us. So thanks, Wendy. I appreciate that. For the second report 2B, we have a curriculum showcase. I'm going to introduce our curriculum director, Jenna Hill, to the podium.
Okay, good evening. Thank you again for letting us be here tonight to do some curriculum showcasing. I am very, very excited to have 3 members of our Harmon 6th grade team here tonight, Mrs. Walther, Mrs. Fry, and Mr. Gowdy. They are going to be presenting to you about an amazing thing for our Harmon 6th graders called the 6th grade Old School Supply Store. What I love about this initiative is it's truly cross-curricular. And it's not just, ELA and social studies, or just math and science, which is typically what you think about when you think cross curricular projects. It involves their entire team. And our whole staff at our November PD Day actually had the opportunity to hear from them in a new series we started called Seeds of Inspiration, which is really just getting information about great things that colleagues are doing around the district. And it was very well attended. A lot of excitement was built around it. So I'm very excited that you're going to get to hear about it as well. So with that, please come on up.
What? Oh yeah, do we have a clicker? Or we just say like next slide?
We just say next slide.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
Thanks for having us tonight. I'm Scott Gowdy.
I'm Sean Fry.
Kim Walton.
So a little bit about how this all began. It says here that it's all about good pencil. So you don't have to know me very long. I have a slight problem with school supplies. Pencils I love. Don't get me started about pens, but really it goes back to when I was a kid in elementary school. We had a school supply store. I went to school in Kettering at Prass Elementary, and I loved the fact that we had a closet that kids sold supplies out of. The classic half door opened up in the morning. And I just have like super fond memories
We need the
about
classic
this.
half door.
And in our meetings together, I would oftentimes talk about it maybe too much. And I would say over and over again, I think we should have a school supply store. We should do this at Harmon. We could do this in our supply closet. And eventually, Kim and Sean said, you should stop talking about it. We should just do it. So that's how it all started.
Absolutely.
Okay, so our store is open twice a week at lunch and after school. It is, like Scott said, housed in the 6th grade hallway. Our book room, we kind of moved things back into our room. Some things are in the basement. It's kind of taken over now. We have a backstock area, an office. It's very sophisticated. But anyway, yeah. So we have our students and families who come and shop at our store. And we have a really nice system going. Since we are right next to the doors to the playground, we have a sign on the door that says, knock if you'd like to come and shop. So students can come right off the playground, knock on the door, and one of our 6th grade staff will open the door, let them in, and tell them what we have, and help them shop. And then, if they're finished, they can head back outside if they haven't purchased anything. But if they have purchased something, our staff will also escort them to their classroom to put their things away and help them back outside so that we don't have any random children about the building with their new possessions. Like I said, our 6th graders are our staff. We invite all of our 6th graders at the beginning of the year to take on this new leadership role. This year we have about 35% of them took us up on the invitation. They come to an informational meeting. We kind of give them the lay of the land, what their responsibilities will be, and then they can decide if they're going to apply. We didn't turn anybody down, but they did have to answer some questions and let us know why they wanted to work there, what they were hoping to gain. And then we hire them, organize them in teams and shifts, give them a uniform. They have a t-shirt with staff on the back. It's very official. They feel very important. And then we give them on-the-job training. We all have experience in retail. So,
At school supply stores, nonetheless.
I know. I mean, all over the place. So it's been really fun to kind of share that expertise of customer service and help them work with kids that are younger than them and build relationships.
So we're going to talk as we go through today about a lot of our supplies and things that we sell. Some of them are very traditional. You can go to the next slide. These would be things that you would expect. We have highlighters, we have erasers, we have a very popular erasable ink gel pen. That's probably our top seller. We do have pencil grippers, and these are typical things you would expect to see at a school supply store in an elementary building. What we're going to tell you about today, I think, goes a little bit beyond those offerings, although those are definitely how we started. Oh, the mystery bags are still there. So we do have something very special called a mystery bag. It is really cool because it's a great value for the shopper. We pick a variety of items. We put it in a bag where they can't see what it is. And we promise they're going to be able to spend a certain amount of money but get a value greater than that. And it's surprising how many kids really love this. We do not do it all the time. It's kind of occasional, sometimes related to holidays, sometimes just related to excess stock that we have. We put it together, and often we'll make an announcement at the end of a school day. We have 5 mystery bags, and the children will come running. So it's a lot of fun.
I didn't tell you guys this. I went to the Netherlands over vacation, and they had mystery bags in the candy shops.
Stop
you
it.
And I thought of you too, but I forgot to take a picture.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
nice. Okay.
One service that we provide is we have custom personalization. So we have some items. We sell a larger notebook and a smaller notebook. And for an extra quarter, kids can have them personalized. And this has been a really fun option for them because we have like 10 different fonts they can choose from and all of these colors. And all of their creativity is coming out all over the place. Sometimes they want their notebook personalized with just their name. But really other cool things have happened too. Kids will come in and have gifts made for their siblings or gifts made for their friends. We love that relationship building piece. The other thing too is that if you see those little boys up there, those 3 boys, those boys came to me and said, Mrs. Walter, we have a spy club. Can you make us our notebook for our spy club? So they all have their spy club notebooks, and then at the bottom, they asked me to write their names as Agent Miller. Agent, right? So they've got this whole thing, and they've got stuff going on. I've overheard it. And then I had another group of kids come to me, and they started a band. So they wanted to have their books put together for all of their songwriting. So that's been a really cool thing, and that's a very popular service we have.
It sure is. We also have something special twice a year so far. I mean, we've only been in business for a little over a year, but it seems that this will be a twice a year thing. It's called Gift for a Grown Up, and for one cost, the students can buy tickets to attend a special kind of craft making workshop that lasts 1, 2, sometimes even 3 of their recess periods to make a gift for Mother's Day, Father's Day, the December holidays, all of those things. And just recently, to tell you a little bit about it, we did something called Seasons Tweetings. And you can see the upper right-hand corner there. We had dish towels where the children used their handprints and turned them into cardinals. And then they made a recipe book with one of the journals that Kim was talking about. And they also received measuring spoons and taco seasoning and several other spices and recipes to go along with those spices. And the idea, again, is relationship building with their families, whoever they might decide to give that gift to. And it's a lot of fun. We had about 25 kids. So that, when you think about that in a population of 450, that is a large population of the school that is taking advantage of that. And it's a great way for us to get to know our future students, because most of the kids that are doing Gift for a Grown Up are 1st graders, 2nd graders. Oftentimes we'll have a few sprinklings of 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th graders, but the primary group, and that's our primary shoppers, really are the 1st and 2nd graders. They love the opportunity to make some great decisions and bring surprises home.
And our 6th graders help with those activities as well. So it's another opportunity for our 6th graders to show leadership, help the younger kids, help us help the younger kids. And so watching them interact with them is a lot of fun as well. Speaking of which, I think for me, probably for all of us, this is one of our favorite aspects. One of the things that has evolved with the shop that we didn't really plan out. We always knew we wanted to have kids working at the store, but kind of organically, since we've been here, we've had more and more kids get involved in selling things through our store. So it started off, we kind of did a shout out. We were looking for a card line because a lot of things we've been trying to do, going back to building relationships. We're called old school because we're old. We did have a parent who thought we were selling old school supplies,
like you
used old school supplies, and we had to remind them, no, they're all new items. We're old. So that was a little hiccup. But so we knew we wanted to have kids working there, but we wanted to have a card line to help build relationships. We were trying to bring back paper pencil kind of just communication pieces. So we asked on announcements, probably put out a call out. We were looking for kids to supply us with like some birthday card ideas or some thank yous or something.
Yeah, thank yous.
But they all submitted
Congratulations.
some artwork, and we chose some of those pieces of art and made cards with them. And then we put a little plaque on our wall. We're calling them student collaborations. So they have a little recognition on our wall that they've produced something for our shop. Fourth grade does a, what do they
Market
call it?
Market Day?
Market Day. And as we got started with this, they asked us to come and kind of watch or vet some of the Market Day options and then possibly use some of those productions to be sold in our store. So we went up and talked to kids about what they were making, seeing if there was something we wanted to sell through our store. And then we just had kids start kind of popping in saying, hey, I make this. We had a little girl came to us with product and said, I make these headbands and I think I would like them to be sold at your
You
store.
can move to the next slide. We can see the headbands there.
And so she had her headbands. She had made them for a party for Valentine's Day.
Right.
And so she made a bunch of extras, came and pitched them to us. We now buy them from her and then turn around and sell them at our store. So greeting cards, headbands, Crochet Creatures last year were a huge hit. We could not keep them in stock. Kids were coming. It felt a little ridiculous at times. Like kids were coming down and they were just crestfallen. They're like, they're gone already, and they're coming with $20 because they want to buy them for themselves and for friends and all the things.
And you can see in that picture, we packaged them on that previous slide. We packaged the little crocheted penguin there with a journal, and we gave the students an idea of taking that and writing a story about the penguin and things. That's a fun way that we bring in a lot of secret ELA and secret,
Yes.
academic angle.
Our word search puzzles came from the fourth grade Market Day. So a girl was making word search puzzles, and so now she makes those for us. We bind them together and sell them as kind of an activity book. And then there was one last one. Could you go back 1 second? I had a thought about. Oh, and then the pencil bags were new this year. A girl and her aunt are sewing pencil bags and selling them through our store as well. And so each of these kids are kind of featured on our wall outside our door for as long as we keep doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great opportunity to negotiate, right? To present what they have, what they're making, ask for what they think it's worth. We have a lot of back and forth. It's kind of a cool conversation.
Now we have a little girl that brings us crocheted octopuses every day, basically. She brings us one or two, and we pay her. That's how we do this. They bring us the product. We buy it from them, so that it doesn't matter if it sells or not. We've paid for a certain number of items, and then we get to determine what we want to sell it for, so that then we have that profit coming to our store for our purposes in the future, which is usually just buying more supplies to sell later. But it's nice for the collaborators because they win right from the get-go.
And then this is an initiative that we started talking about last year, and we kind of brought to fruition this year because we had the funds to purchase our button maker. But we started a line of spirit buttons. We knew that we wanted to celebrate everything that was going on in our school, in this great district. And so we kind of started looking at, gosh, we've got these great clubs, we've got all these great activities. Kids love to feel like they belong, and what a great way to help them celebrate what they belong to. And so we have made buttons for kids to collect. We sell them for 25 cents a piece. We started by making one for each of the clubs that we have, and then activities like band and orchestra, handbells. We have grown the line because just like anything that we've done with this, it's kind of organically taken on a life of its own. It's a great vehicle for looking for opportunities to support kids in their creativity, and it's super fun for us. But we also have buttons for the houses. Our 5th and 6th graders belong to a house that is part of Michael Wadham's program at our school. They play Quidditch matches and all kinds of things, so we made buttons for that. We have a new teacher's pet line, so we are highlighting all of the teachers' pets. They're real pets. Every Thursday, we unveil a new limited edition teacher's pet. We make only 30. It's a hot commodity. People are there because when they're gone, they're gone. And when you buy a button, you also get a bonus bookmark with the pet on it and the teacher whose pet it is, their book recommendations. So you get a little like reading connection, a little teacher connection. It's fun to collect all these buttons. You can see our hope was that they would put them on their backpacks, but they're putting them all over their jackets. They're putting them on their hats. They're putting them everywhere. Kids can design their own buttons. So sometimes they'll come and they'll bring us their own design, and we'll make the button for them right there. We've got Oakwood Schools, we've got Harmon. What else do we have?
The
We've got
lunch line.
The lunch line. We feature little pictures of the school lunches. Those are hot too. So we are, and we're just coming up with ideas all the time. Our newest, which we are so excited about, we have a student who is so fabulous. And no matter all of the ways that we try to show this student that we love and care for them, they just aren't feeling seen. But they came to us and said, told all of us, because we do these things called Harmon Hollers, where we call out kids who are doing great things. So this girl says, can we make something that students can give to other students? And she called it a Harmon High Five. So her idea was to have a button that says Harmon High Five on it, and at the bottom it says, you are seen. And the idea is that kids would give them to one another when they see them doing wonderful things. And so we are unveiling that this week as well, and it's been awesome because we can say, hey man, what a great idea. You came up with that all on your own. Nobody's thought of this idea. We are going to put up a big picture of her with her button. And it's just a great opportunity, another way to celebrate all of our students and their great ideas. And it's just been all kinds of fun.
It
right?
has been very fun. So we also, speaking of curriculum and something that is touching the entire school, we have our character education program that many of you are familiar with called Timber. That is going on at Smith and at Harmon. And we have a special thing that we decided to do this year at Harmon, where every single Timber group has a name or a mascot, if you will, like I'm the Fry's Frogs and you're
Blue Jays.
the Blue Jays and Mrs. Walters Owls. And everybody has a special little animal that associates with their Timber group. And there is a Timber Team of the Week that is announced on the announcements. And the students get a little token. It's like a little wooden nickel kind of token that Mrs. Patterson had made for us. Every student in the school gets the little Timber wooden token, and they bring it to the old school supply store if they would like to visit the Timber Treasure Trove. And in the Timber Treasure Trove are toys and lots of other things, but there are some keychains with animals on them. They don't necessarily correlate with the animals that their groups are, but we also have Oakwood color spirit bracelets. We also have Timber branded keychains, and then our buttons come out and play again, and we have a button for each group. So when that group is announced as the team of the week, they could come to the Timber Treasure Trove and exchange their token for a button. So it's pretty cool, and it's a great way, again, to bring kids to our store. It's a win-win. It helps a lot of camaraderie exist in the Timber teams, and it builds a major amount of anticipation because the kids are waiting to be announced as the Timber Team of the Week. I think it's made a remarkable difference in our Timber program as a whole. And I love that because I've been a part of this since its inception many years ago. And so it's fun to see that a little silly thing like a button or a surprise toy can really just reinvigorate the program like it has. And it's great for us to be able to contribute as a sixth grade team with our students to something that's a whole school initiative. And we invite you to come. We really do, because we are open during the Tuesday and Thursday lunch period, 11:40 to 12:40, and you could check in through the office. But if you would rather just knock on our door, you can come right after school, like at 3:10, and knock on that door right next to our upper playground, and we'll let you in, and you can look around, or you can just make an appointment because we always have it ready to go. And literally, it takes like 5 minutes for us to set up this store. It all rolls back into that supply closet. And we have shelves on caster wheels, and we can put it away and bring it back out lickety split. So we'd love to have you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. And we brought you a gift.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
You do get a teacher's pet, yes.
You're going to get a little starter pack. You're welcome. You're welcome. Little Brandon. Oh, you got one.
It's a branded pencil, but it's not as good as the other pencils we have.
Oh, yeah.
I am curious. What does a high quality Ticonderoga pencil go for in the school store?
Well, he doesn't love that. Ticonderoga is not really highbrow.
What?
What is the top of the line?
Oh,
No. So we sell a golden bear pencil. It is 50 cents, which is the same price as the branded pencil because the branded pencils cost more to buy because they're branded. The golden bear is 50 cents, but it's California cedar, Japanese graphite. It's a solid pencil. It's Mrs. Walter's favorite. I am a Blackwing user. I tell you, it's the best pencil. But this one's a solid. No.
Are you into erasers? I forgot. Do you have special besides the little poppers like the Japanese style erasers?
Not at the store. At the store we just have the.
We try to keep
The problem is those good quality products cost a lot. So our price points are very low. We've got kids coming with change bags full of quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Yeah.
And we price everything basically just so we can turn around and buy more product. So,
But we do like the brand Mr. Penn for erasers.
Yeah, that's actually pretty decent.
Mr. Penn has been our favorite, hands down.
Thank you.
you know, there are. Oh, just as a board member, there are just certain times throughout the year that people come in and present, and it's just sheer unbridled joy. And your presentation and what you're doing for the kids was really one of those moments. So thank you so much for all you do. It sounds so cool. So it's wonderful. Yeah, that's good stuff.
And see it. Oh, we would love that. Yes. Okay, great. Text. We'll set something up. Oh. Okay, a week. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Okay, well, moving on from that, public comments, and there are no public comments tonight. So we'll move on to item 3, which is board reports. Do we have any board reports? No. Okay, great. Okay, and then is there any unfinished business by the board? Okay, and we do have new business by the board. So the recommendation is to approve the appointment of Jennifer Enselite as trustee for the Wright Memorial Public Library as nominated and approved by the library for the January 1st, 2026 through the December 31st, 2029 term. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Laura or Ms. Sauber?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, and then that brings us to number 7, administrative reports and superintendent recommendations.
Yes, thank you. Number 7, letter A, is just informational. We're not going to vote on it today. Consider it a first read. On the public website is our draft calendar, school calendar for the 2027-2028 school year. So we'll go ahead and I'll be bringing that for recommendation to approve at our February 9th board meeting. So this gives you essentially and our community a month to take a look at it. Let me know if you have any questions, and then we'll bring this back next month. Letter B is also informational. It's a field trip. Our academic decathlon team is going to Painesville, Ohio. They're doing a great job, and they continue to astound me with the number of medals that they are getting. And they'll be traveling on January 31st, later this month. I've looked over everything, and everything's in order with that. Letter C is an action item, a recommendation, and that is for us for the 2026-27 school year. So for the next school year, the recommendation is made to adopt a resolution authorizing our 3rd grade state ELA assessment to be given in paper format.
Can I get a motion for item 7C, please?
Second.
Ms. Sauber?
Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Number 7, letter D, is also action item. I brought this last month as information. It was the junior high and the high school program of studies. I've heard no questions about anything and any concerns were drawn. And so I'm bringing it forward as a recommendation to approve the Oakwood Junior High and the high school program of study updates for the 2026-27 school year as presented at our December 8th board meeting.
Can I get a motion to approve 7D, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Hauber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi, Dr. Middleton.
Aye. And that brings us to number 8, personnel items, resignation, and non-renewals.
Yes, number 8A is a recommendation to accept Jeremy Storost as supplemental resignation for the 25-26 school year.
Can I get a motion to approve item 8A, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Hauber?
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye.
Number 8, letter B, is a recommendation to terminate the employment of Michael J. Holmes from his position as Harmon custodian effective January 7, 2026.
Can I get a motion to approve item AB, please? 8B, please.
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Hauber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. That brings us to item 9, personnel items, recommendations.
Yes, I'll go ahead and take items 9A through D under one motion, but I'll go ahead and read them. 9A is a recommendation made to approve the following supplemental contracts and volunteers for the 25-26 school year. Letter B is the recommendation made to approve the attached list of seasonal workers pending completion of required documents. Letter C is the recommendation to approve the list of substitutes for the 25-26 school year pending completion of required documents. And letter D is the recommendation made to amend the supplemental contract for Olivia Mabe, the junior high girls lacrosse coach.
Can I get a motion to approve items 9A through 9D, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Hauber?
Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Ms. Kawhi,
Aye.
Mr. Ryder Garcia,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. Okay, and we are not going to be having an exec meeting after, so can I get a motion to adjourn the regular board meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Hauber?
Mr. Ryder Garcia, Ms. Kawhi, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Middleton.
Aye. All right, have a good night.
Thank you.